And hello folks, welcome back to the world of the Forgotten City. I tried to record twice, but then I forgot that since I reinstalled Windows that there were settings I had to change to make things better. And so we're going to hit load game, we're going to ignore that, we're going to go with the autosave because I only took a few steps forward. Didn't miss anything. We go talk to the guy that we talked to at the end. And then stops him. Yep, Scoots Magoot.
Oh, and
blah blah blah, you're drunk. Give me the Scooter 9000. Ah, that looks
just
so much
attach
faster.
the pulley to the...
Thank you!
Alright, see you around.
So, we got this last time. Wow, that's the first time I have ever... I have screen tearing, which is unusual. I have actually never had screen tearing in any game. And I think that should fix it. Keyword, as long as it doesn't try to do anything stupid. Yeah, we're good. I was making sure that the on my task manager, because I limited it to like 60 FPS. Okay, I wanted to test something. So, if gold... What? Nice golden pantaloons. Where can I get a pair of those? Oh, wait. By being turned to gold. I just realized that looked really perverted. But, okay. So, if they get turned to gold... Ave? Guava to you, too. If everyone gets turned to gold, will they sin? How would anyone... Where is it written down? It's got to be written down somewhere that this is the case. But then, you know, would you really believe it? If someone told you that, and that's why there's all these gold statues? Okay.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Okay, sure. Well, I want to test something real quick. He is up here. Or supposed to be up here. But that wasn't what I was testing. What I was testing is inventory, Denaris, 247.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yep, everyone's gonna suffer. That's just because I'm intentionally doing this. I'm wanting to find out about something. So I do this. You're gonna shoot at me. Oh no, you're gonna shoot at them. That's fine. And you're gonna try and shoot at me. Doink. Oh. I gotta watch him do it now. He just dies. Okay, so I gotta watch that. Butthole! Okay. I'm trying to see if like a paradox is created. If, because it showed that I had the money from the last time I stole, I think. But my question is, does it stockpile? Not that I'm going to utilize that, but I do. It does. I'm carrying like identical coins. I mean, we're talking like I could hold the coins side by side and they look exactly the same, and no one's gonna notice. Yeah. Okay. Follow him back. Hi.
Salve, friend.
Wait. Because we had the conversation before. I get to choose. Wait, you speak English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
I got lost.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be.
Is it considered a
Can't have
sin?
you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now?
Is that a
But
sin?
listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here. You seem very...
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
All right, friend. Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
So he doesn't try and give me his item again. Interesting. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh no, that would bring me down here as a quick way. There are so many ways I did not go. Oh wait, isn't this... Oh, this is the way... This is the way he hung himself from the cliff by himself. Right here, right? Somewhere around here anyway? For thousands of years. It's interesting. Then who built this initially? Was it the gods who built it initially? No. Just drop kick him.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Yes. Yes, sir. Actually, hold on.
What is it, citizen?
Who are you going to vote for?
Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation.
And none of those are
The
sins.
man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
But that seems like those things would be like sins in some way. But apparently not sins according to the Bible of the city.
Hey, if you think you can do better, be my guest. But I won't hold my breath. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
Tempting. Figure out how to make Melius drop out of the election. Wait, what's it? Okay, I thought the guy's name was Dominicus or something. What?
All right?
Hold on. I thought his name was like Dominicus. Ah, that's not the stairs. Yeah, I'm not going to steal again. I mean, I have gold. I don't need to stockpile because I don't even know how to use it yet. But you...
Whatever are you wearing?
Whatever you want. Not really. I don't like you.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians. I trust...
Oh, I guess I'd have to talk, again to someone about the... her sister? Or adoptive sister, I guess? Hey, bud.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I am Lord Scudicus Magudicus. And we've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here?
Yes.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed. And you had to start over.
Yes and no.
Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I broke it. It's true, I broke it.
You broke it. Why in Pluto's name would you do that?
I wanted to see what would happen.
You just wanted... What is wrong with you? Do you fancy yourself as mortar, holding the threads of our fate in your hands?
A little bit.
It's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume
You say next
sought
time.
me out again for a reason.
Not this time. So... I asked him all these questions, didn't I? What do you think about the golden rule?
Thank
let me go
you.
find out
I'll
about
be
people.
waiting here for news.
Yeah, I know I talked to him about all this stuff. Probably just the way I did the lines. What?
Ah, you've returned. Do you have...
Yeah, yes, I've got lots of news after the 3 seconds it's been since you walked away. Let me
I've
find
had
out.
plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
I mean, yes, but no, because I just talked to the other guy. The guy's bribing, lying, and essentially cheating. None of this is considered a sin.
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
So why couldn't you guys... Yeah, I'll point that in a moment. So what is your story, good sir?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians. It's a cavalry officer.
Decurion?
I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Well, why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you. So it seemed prudent.
Fair enough.
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and out. They were the next thing I knew, I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election.
Well, how
They're
often are we gonna
supposed to
have
be
one?
annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Let's talk about something else. Like, do you have any Pokemon cards? No, what?
Ask then.
I'm hoping to ask you questions about the elf. I don't
Good.
have any questions.
Now, was there something else? Of course. What is...
So, I'm supposed to say I think I know who it is, but I don't know who it is. Sure, let me just to try it.
Are you sure you've spent enough time investigating to make that call? It seems to me you've barely had enough time to scratch the surface. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now,
Okay,
was
so
there
he's gonna
anything
force
else
me.
you
That's
wanted
good
to
to know.
ask?
I better
Thank you.
get back
I'll
to
be
the
waiting here
pavement.
for news.
So, my question, does
If
it
you're
say,
snooping around
it
in
says
my
stealing, right?
possessions, you're
Okay,
wasting
yeah,
your
so it
time.
says stealing. So, like, if there was food or something that doesn't say steal, I am permitted to take, I would hope. Really? Are you sure? Because if I stand here and look away... Wait, what? Oh, there, see? See? You can move your head, liar. Dropkick. Wait, do you not look at me? Wait, are you not? Interesting. That is a tree, sir. That is a tree. Wait, that wasn't a tree. See, this is where I found it. Huh.
Are they?
Oh,
Here
they.
is proof
Hey,
of the
Horatius.
deceiver of mine.
How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I was stoic.
If you're trying to
remember?
go...
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you.
We're gonna argue
Got
from
it.
a distance.
As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
Are you quite done? Oh, man with diving helmet? Sentius and Melius. Same excrement, different smell. Ring smells like bakery fresh cinnamon rolls.
Fresh meat, huh? Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Okay, and who are you?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Through. I go through you. Got it. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Okay. But you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Okay, I'm Googling that. Because I think he just said something. Translate. Yep, exactly what I thought it was. And I'm not going to say that. Because I can't. What do you know about, what do you think about the Jordan Rule?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
How? How are you going to put an end to the Golden Rule when it's controlled by the gods, not your sorry ass? Sounds great. How can I help?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Who are you gonna vote for, big man?
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
This really sounds like a Latin accent, you know? Do you know
when
way out of here?
Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
Well, I'd like to meet Malleolus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford what, sir?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Okay, so this brings up my thought, as in, sins are only skin deep. If you say something like that, even though you know it's a bribe, it somehow doesn't become a sin until it's actually manifested. Alright, what you want?
Dunno. Something good.
How about 100 denarii?
Or Sinculio mio. Just make it good.
What about, here's 10 denarii.
Hey, Caput Murde. Futuere es. Just make it good.
I guess I'll see what I can
Just
do.
make it good.
Just make it good. Just make it. About the tribute you wanted. No.
Yeah? What have you got for me? If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you Pusilla Semitarius Mocus.
You know what? I'm not even gonna Google that at this point. He likes being vulgar. Yep. Darn, I was trying to see if I could stand on top of him and, like, help him do his exercises.
Fresh meat, huh?
Hold on. So, it was, what, F5? F5 saving. I don't know which way he doesn't want me to go, so I'm gonna go this way. Guess that's not a way to go in. Unless... back door, maybe? Oh, no. Actually, I think this is out of map. Oops. Not intended. That too looks out of map. What about this? Hello? Are you sure? Gonna look at me? Gonna look at me? There we go. I'm making sure you look in my direction. Note to Octavia. Isn't that one of those artificial sweeteners? An anonymous friend to Octavia. May the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person. But if I am right, and you're a believer like me, you may not be able to worship openly here. But know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork, and again at the second. Okay, leave item. Guess I can read without getting in trouble. Lore? More lore? Nope. Oh. Another door. Well, I don't know how many coins are in it, so why would I steal? Okay, you know what? I want to know how many coins are in it. Saving. Tab. I have 493. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. What was it? So that's, if I want to, like, stockpile money, that would be a way of stockpiling money. That one's a better option. Then again, it's also a longer trip back. A nice little bust. Sculpture of Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategery. Just place it back. You're spinning it and making it dizzy. Too bad I can't, like, whoa, I gotta zoom. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, I don't understand what... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap your neck there. I don't know how you'll try and help me. So that is probably where I'm not supposed to go, and it's locked. So items that I get, I could continue taking.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
You cute. Let's see what you have to say.
Face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Tell me your story, girl.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way.
I didn't
Usually,
ask anything
however,
perverted.
You wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Okay. Excuse me, m'lady. How should have I requested to know who you are and what you do?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that
she
is.
seems
so,
smart.
Let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Okay, good. I thought she was gonna be a tight ass. So, tell me, how did you end up in this illustrious place?
You know,
Your best
I'm not
behaviour, I
entirely
trust?
sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river, unconscious, and sent me here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
Very generic. It's an older name, but it checks out.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
No. Tell me what you were going to say. Out with it.
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Patterns? Oh, you're being coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Wait. Who's Olivia and what happened to her? Him, her, it. I don't know what language is this name?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill, or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
Okay.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
It's like she said, don't find the patterns, but find the patterns, but don't. But do. This will prioritize this quest, showing its objective markers. You know what? That is something I'm curious about, because I am someone who likes patterns.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Hori boy, how you doing? Why are you following me, man?
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
No sign of any of them, I'm afraid. But we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed fella. Funny accent, too.
A traveler from a faraway land, then?
Seems that way.
Then let's make sure he feels welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
Who are you talking about? Let's see here. Yeah, all these people suffered due to the Jolden rule. Look, and he was like pulling a cart. This had to have been recent. Or else they would have like taken care of it, right? Find out Karen is some kind of, olden god, Cthulhu-esque. I feel like there's a hair on my nose. And sending people down here intentionally. Hello? Well, you look upset. Lucretia? And... Resting bitch. With the face.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to me.
I'm sorry, I wish I could help. That's it?
It's too late. She just slipped away.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
She didn't say anything. Is there something I can do to help besides go back in time?
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Alright. I'll see what I can do because I'm busy on another one. So there's lots of people from different parts of the world with different accents and whatnot that just somehow we're all speaking Latin. And all these people seem to like somehow adapt and conform into the Roman society. So girl, what's your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Okay, I guess you messing it up versus me messing it up is better than me messing it up. But how did you end up here?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
What would I have one person has said the river, and I'm pretty sure that everyone here floated downriver, or at least that's what I'm understanding. I just realized the scratch in my glasses when I was looking over. It's like right at my angle. Fair enough. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
See, that still doesn't make sense to me. It's like everyone just goes, oh, the golden rule, you don't sin. If you sin, we all die. Okay, I believe it. I mean, yeah. Why are you working out of a shrine?
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind
How?
of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Tell me more about Navia. Naevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Okay, let's go with who.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary.
There's only like
He's
23
become so
people
irritable
here.
that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means.
Everybody
I
dies.
just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll see what I can do if I'm
Thanks, I
busy doing
suppose.
other things. So it's so weird. Because it's like the way everyone talks is like they all floated downriver. I mean, because that was pretty much a given after they said like the guy that hung himself had floated downriver, and then I came to find him and then found him like that, and she said she floated downriver. I'm assuming everyone was running from something. What was I running from? What made me float downriver? And no one like swims downriver. They get drug out of the river from floating downriver. It's like a perpetual hell that we're getting put into of like testing whether you're going to go to heaven or hell, or going to be turned into a gold statue in Rome. Do you know a way out of here?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Well, so far, I kind of would need burn ointment because I've been roasting my nuts over every fire I had a chance to. What do you think about the Jolden Room?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
That's what I'm noticing, is that there are loopholes to all of this. Is that everything classified as a sin, it's almost like it's in the mind of the people. What they classify as sin is what sin is. Just like when I go over to the gold and I take it, it says steal. Now, if I was borrowing the gold, it wouldn't be classified as a sin, would it? I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear
We
the
just talked
statues
about
talking
it.
to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Tell me more.
Well, she used to run the until and then he's become so irritable that the smallest thing set him.
Okay, I already
Thanks,
did that. It just looped over. Can we... Who's Lulia? That's a new name.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Oh, that's the person being poisoned. I didn't even know they said a name. She thinks she's poisoned, not like it was self-inflicted, obviously. So, do you think she's poisoned or self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Is there any reason she might have wanted to be unalived by herself?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive. Gladly.
Toodles.
Well, come back.
And now she's dead. Ah, no items? Come on. Collection of barbaric-looking medical instruments. Or pestle. And you're gonna look at me? Yep. Hi. How's it going?
May Apollo keep you safe.
May Apollo suck is this what? Sorry, I can't blaspheme. The other thing, like, the statues are being placed in places. Wait, so someone's watching me through the statue's eyes? Huh. Curious. Where's that douchebag stall? Wait, I thought he had a stall around here somewhere. Or is this it?
Greetings and salutations.
You look like an asshole.
Greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant
I can't hear
trade
both
routes from
voices.
the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
The future. My nation doesn't exist yet. It's in your imagination.
Is this a riddle, or perhaps you mean to say you feel like you are ahead of your time? I feel the same way. Another reason for us to stick together.
I want to punch
We
him in
will
the face.
have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
And what's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
No, this is a tailor. I still want to punch him in the face, but
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
for something to do. But it does seem kind of unnecessary.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best.
If you're going
I
to die,
say,
look die
the
with
more of our
look die
customs we
with style.
preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
To be honest, it does seem frivolous.
Well, if that doesn't persuade you, think of it this way. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best. A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Well, speak words.
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and droning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know
Banks.
how many miles from my villa.
The banks. So you floated down the Tiber. Tiber.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across
Wait.
a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Hold up. His campfire. And then I ran into a girl. Interesting.
Anything you like.
There's something about that seems weird. Do you know a way out of here?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
The last attemptee?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
It's not as if I'm going anywhere. I have no life. I'm in a cave with weird people like you.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too
Well, that was
far.
actually going to be one of my questions,
But
and I
as
kept
they
forgetting.
say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
I can do that. No, I can't. That's not going to happen.
I admire your enthusiasm, my friend, but please allow me to explain why this is inadvisable. There was an attempt, made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
That sounds more coincidental than intentional. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate. Have you
why
not
is that?
heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld.
I
When
like Greek
Demeter,
mythology.
the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
Well, what can we do about it, sir? The one who has a shiny dome?
If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Yeah, that's kind of easier said than done, man.
Regrettably, I think you are correct, my friend. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've kind of seen it happen. But whoever would know what that selfish act was, it wouldn't be...
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
I mean, you make it sound like you made their clothes.
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Yeah, is there anything I could do to change that? Because I don't like this guy.
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
It is you have a shotgun.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Nope, not interested in stealing. Dies for clothing clothing. Alright. I'm in a box.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Oh, I see. He put clothes on them. Hi, bud. Okay, someone is listening through the statues and watching through the statues to know everything that's going on. Sinna!
Make sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment.
Oh, I'm fine with that. If I die, I'll go out the way I want to. In some dumb manner. Are you trying to make a shovel? Is that a shovel? Oh. Do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? Yes, yes I am. Because I guarantee I will be.
Ah, a new face.
Hello,
Salve,
Kendall.
and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death?
How do you know about
I
Julia's
wish
death?
we could have met under better circumstances.
How do you know that Luli is dead already? Unless that was the voices that I was hearing to my left. That would make sense. What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Correct. You're absolutely correct. I don't give a crap. You know what? Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
So it could be Greek gods involved in this?
I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
I haven't been given the option to talk to the statues, they just whisper to me. But, unfortunately, the voices that are already in my head are much louder and eviler. Tell me about the architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering, with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake, and allows us to fish and farm.
So you've been to all these places, you've been exploring. And again, another, like, all these different people from what sounds like different parts of the world, but then are not. They're all from Greece and Rome. If they bring water to the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
So, no, talking about it has not caused any catastrophic failure yet, so I think we're good. But tell me about the bluff above the temple.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Now I want to find a way inside.
Of
Let's
course.
talk about something else, sir. Okay. I thought I asked this already.
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones
never
ask
mind.
that question. But I tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There
Don't
are
talk
much
about it.
worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the Golden Rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Magus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
What do you think about the Golden Rule, sir? Mr. Kendall?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, from what everything's being said.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
Yeah, you talking about removing a god from power, or are you talking about removing, Spartacus guy? The white-haired guy.
Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
I noticed the graffiti. What does someone think you're... Why does someone think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
You like men?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Novio Magus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
He just talked about not, like, spilling the beans because of, for fear of, you know, essentially getting in trouble. Yet he told a complete stranger. Logic. And plus, if it was a sin here, we'd all be dead. Sorry to hear that, sir.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my
Not
type.
even this.
So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
That's a new one. Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I'm not one for being like a history buff, but it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of religions that would be against that, which I guess could be considered cultists in this Roman Empire. Let me look into this for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
He still seems like a nice guy. I would get right on it.
Come back and let me know what you find.
So, I'm gonna manually save my game. I mean, because I don't want to, like, you know, offend any of the people who have religious beliefs by saying, like, the wrong one, but I only know a few. What are you doing? Keeping people in here? I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted by building.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
And does it matter when there's only 20 people to spend money on? Elpius, the thief, stole my purse and and then they didn't get to finish. They get turned to gold. Are they jolting around here? Is this the shop? Mill, flour, grain. Bread. Look for bread. With why is it rope? Free to anyone who needs it. Okay. It's free for anyone who wants to take it. That's good. A generous pinch of yeast, a pinch of salt, 2.5 cups, because we use cups, of warm water, and a pound of flour. Cups and pounds. In Rome. It must just be translating into my brain directly. Instructions. Pour the water in the mixer bowl, dissolve the yeast, and the flour in a separate bowl, gradually add the salt, knead the dough, stick in the flour in the covered bowl, leave it in a warm place, and they have it for about near the oven for an hour, so it rises. Bake until it's golden and allow to cool. Excellent. Can I put myself in the oven? Wait. Why are these markers on? Hold on.
Greetings and salutations. Hello again, my sartorial friend. What is on your mind?
Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
This is troubling, is it not? I am afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
Okay, I guess I'll have to find out
I
who
hope
Fabia
that our
is.
paths cross again soon, my friend.
I think, like, things are going on.
Don't you just love springtime?
Hello, Galerius. Where'd that guy go? Where'd he go?
Sometimes I stare
Okay.
at the great temple on the bluff, and I think, whatever is in there, it has to be important.
I just talked to that
You
guy for a
look
second.
well, my sartorial friend.
Where are you? Buddy boy. Yeah, okay, so there's an...
Isn't
Hello?
the great temple majestic?
I didn't even talk to him.
Hello?
Hi. Hello! What's your story, mate?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What you do?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did somebody think you were going to steal? Obviously, if he stole, the world would come to an end.
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Is that all?
They said I did it. More than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
Yeah, I was gonna say a liability.
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Oh, sure, Gollum. Magistrate said to yourself, Dudulius, I am writing you with relation to the incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from the obsession with the alleged lost treasure. While I am symptomatic with your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you the important message: the treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely simply misremembered. Most importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around cisterns, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have likely come to the conclusion that your liability to this community and have been your freedom limited. Let's break for the golden... It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you were incarcerated, should you experience further lapses of memory. Well, I'm going to take it.
What does it say?
It says you caught trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What treasure? I want to find your treasure, bud.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me.
And bring it to him.
He always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
She's a nice lady. Yeah, well, I mean... This just coming from a guy that just met. I mean, if you give me the key, I can try and find your treasure. And try and find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
But I'm apparently different. I mean... breaking the law isn't sinning. Because there's no laws, there's only the golden rule. Breaking him out isn't actually sinning, because I'm not sinning. I am freeing a man. Maybe I'll just break you out.
What about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad.
Then I didn't want to say that. Maybe it's time we had a new magistrate.
Like Galerius. He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything.
Galerius.
If
Galerius
you help
is a
make
good
him
guy.
magistrate, he can get me out of here and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I see. So many quests, and then I can't, like, keep myself focused on just one. This one has my attention right now. I'll get right on it. I'll get right on it. Bye-bye. Hello, girl. How you doing?
Hey again. Did you find what you need?
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
I'd like to nominate Galerius.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws. It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
And Malleus is the bad guy. Who's allowed to vote? Anyone.
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend. Unless they're running, of course.
The women can't vote? Of course not.
That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote. Vestal priestesses like myself. But in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Cheating. Such as?
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
So I cannot use my penis. I understand now. Let's talk about something else. I don't want to, like, start something.
And did you notice
Oh, that's right.
anything?
I've been asking people about how they've been doing that. It's like... Some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on a riverbank.
Yes. I also had such an encounter. What else?
And some people mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
That's all I noticed.
There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences.
I'm sorry.
Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first.
Okay.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of...
I still didn't... What? I did not do it. I believe you didn't either, Dooley. But I was trying to find the merchant. Adrian! What's this? The Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorotus the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for the city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Well, didn't count that as a... You guys look identical. What? I guess that was actual free money. Noted. So I was trying to... Oh, were you drinking at the time you died? Poor guy. Where's that shopkeep? The one that refused. I swear, you said...
Feeling all right? Well,
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
What are you running around for?
Salve, friend. It seems you've joined us at a very sad time. We lost a troubled young man today. Ulpius was his name.
What happened?
Oh, he took his own life. It's a terrible tragedy.
And that's not a sin?
He found himself in quite a lot of debt he was unable to repay, and was forced into debt bondage to Malleolus. He was deeply unhappy, but it doesn't do us any good to dwell. Now, where are my manners? I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Confused. Feeling a bit on edge.
Really, on edge? Is that supposed to be funny? A man just tragically fell to his death.
I didn't know he jumped.
And you're making puns.
I didn't know he jumped. Can I have a shovel to slap this lady with?
Sorry, I'm just a little sensitive at the moment. My mistake, friend. But in any case, if you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, well, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
So what's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
And how did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the same as everyone else.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God's plan, huh? God? Don't you mean gods?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue. If you like.
Okay. I wasn't gonna say it as in the possibility of that being a Christian thing about the anti-man-on-man thing. But now I'm thinking that it's her.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
No secret's safe with me, because I don't give a crap.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
But, are you the one riding on, Ken's doorstep? What do you think about the Golden Rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
But people can be fundamentally good, but then there's people who could be fundamentally bad. I'm not going to get into my thoughts on the matter, but we're going to say I don't think so.
You don't think that's a little naive?
It is. It is completely naive.
I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
Fair point. Perhaps you're right.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Oh, there's going to be some intervention, all right. Let me tell you what.
I wish I shared your faith.
Do you know a way out of here, or are you going to tell me to shut up?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
I hope it works out.
Toodles.
Oh, so soon? Well, be gentle on yourself. We're all dealing with a tragic loss today.
See, I'm missing something. Where is the guy shop that has the stuff? What the?
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
Are you serious? This is an emergency. Are you going to help or not?
How? I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
I obtain a bow. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Do not go in there.
What? Why?
I have a bad feeling about it.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be
you're the
careful.
baker. Wait, who are you?
Fabia, but now's not the time.
Oh, I know who Fabi is. Yeah, the empty shrine just didn't seem like a good idea. Oh, yeah. Didn't realize that was the one. Do not. No. I forgot about saving and... Okay, good. I forgot. Well, one, I didn't realize this was the one. Oh, look. Warning, shrine may collapse at any moment. No, it's only going to collapse at the moment I step in here. Which, I only stepped here, which means I would have still been safe. A Greek vase. Woo! Geometric shapes are delicious. A young boy's head. When I was a young boy, and a Greek inside of a city, having the golden rule. Local Greek resident knows about her, maybe? Oh. Hello. Oil lamp? Nope. Okay, well, first of all, quick save. I can't run anymore. Oh, that was a loading. Interesting. Okay, I can't jump down, not like I was actually trying to. Oh. Hello. How's it going, sir?
A visitor.
You're standing on your fire.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
You kind of remind me of Eustace from My Obscuse Magoots.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I found this place by accident, which I did.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute.
We're gonna do
I'm
jump.
hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
I have not.
You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own.
Damn.
Come back once you've made progress.
I'd really like you to tell me.
Then you should speak with your contemporaries in the city above. Ask them about their stories and see if you detect a pattern of some sort. It is best if you come to this realization for yourself. You would never believe me if I told you.
I mean, my assumption would be like the frickin' like river Styx kind of thing. Whoop. I did not mean to fall down, but alright. Okay, so that's locked. Converted into an eccentric bed.
Ah, you've returned.
No, I didn't return, bud. Sorry. Given the aspect of how this is going, being misled to come down here into a place of the Golden Rule. I mean, I don't know much about gods. I mean, I'm sure I may have an interest in Greek gods and philosophy and stuff, but I know nothing about it. Yeah, that seems rather, pointless. I just, it's kind of like saying, like, why do you like the color blue? Because I like the color blue. What about the priestess? And this is where they're stopping people, right? Let me make sure, because I can't tell, because I don't have a map.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know a Quinticus.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire.
Okay.
So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
I mean, I swear I wasn't lying.
You are not off to a good start. When I ask you a question, I expect an answer. Is that understood?
Yeah, got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
It's like we're all just a community of strangers who wound up here by accident. I mean, it's literally going to be the truth, but it's going to sound absolutely stupid to you.
A small community. Ha! I was told Quintius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
Yeah, wait. What's a mystery cult?
Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quintius did, those days are numbered.
Great. Yeah, you've got the wrong idea. We're not cultists, but it's not like he's gonna have any reason in his head to believe that.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
Yeah, it's like, we're not keeping it a secret. We're all trapped here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
Well, yeah. It's like, it's not like we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There is no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
What do you think a cult
is, man? I saw the
man?
inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
I mean, it's not a mantra, it's a warning. I mean, either way I answer, it's gonna be the same.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were once people who were turned into gold as punishment. But you're not going to believe me, so I don't even know why I'm bothering.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
Yeah, because we know how to turn people into gold. You're distorting what I said.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here.
It's true.
It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become.
Well, what do you
However,
believe, sir?
you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about Quinticus?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Archaeologist insight. Perhaps the Emperor was looking for a scapegoat.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome, like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me?
I want to tell him
where
he's
he
in
is
like
or
that
not?
place that collapses. I want to just tell him like, oh yeah. You go out the door, and it's the second door on the left. You just go right on in there. It's like a little tiny shrine.
Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, that would be smart to say. Jesus Christ. You said you wouldn't kill me if I told you the truth.
And there's a simple explanation for that. I lied. But if you want to know the truth before you die, here it is. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
want him to drop his bow. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Oh, I can't load. I was trying to load. Well, I guess I'm going to continue from last save anyway. I mean, as much as I want to, like, redo it from there, I wanted to check something real quick. Since this is a really stupid process anyway.
Stop right there. I'm looking...
Actually, I didn't realize that is exactly what I could have said.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I think this is how I can get a bow. Because I know it said that I could lie initially, and my curiosity was, you know, I didn't even read it. I kind of just skimmed over it. Well, our passes are going to cross again in the future after I get a bow. Your bow. Like how he would not listen to anything I had to say, but he'll listen to a lie.
Curse you, cultist.
Bounty notice. Emperor Nero has ordered the execution of a cultist named Quinticus, with different colored eyes. Take. And then fletched arrows. And then 1 denarius. I like how he died doing nothing. Well, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a manual save. In case I screw something up. But no, I kind of figured that that would work. And that'll let me have a bow to fight the man later on. Wait. Oh, wait. This is where we... This is where we came from. Am I stupid? No. I am stupid. No, hold on. No, because I came through the butthole. Let me look around here. Oh no, that's right. I came through, I fell down that giant hole. I take it back. But then... Drop kick the door. Okay, and then I go talk to the lady at the bakery. Someone's gonna be like, you have a weapon? Are you crazy? Alright.
You took care of him?
I lied, which wasn't a sin, which got a guy killed. Which apparently wasn't a sin. He had a tragic accident in that shrine.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, that's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
I mean, the guy said that the one that would collapse at any moment, but I didn't know which one it was. I found out which one it was by dying to it and then reloading my save, so yes.
So you kind of murdered him then?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
That doesn't do anything. But, I kind of figured, because it did say, like, if I said yes, it would admit to murdering. And then that also solidifies in my mind the aspect of that. If someone...
You
had a tragic
and
accident. If I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder.
I don't understand. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
So, tell me your story. But yeah, this just started to prove exactly what I was saying earlier, is it's in the eye of the beholder. It's only skin deep. So, she didn't go, you're a murderer, and acknowledging I'm a murderer kind of thing. It was kind of like, oh. So if you said yes, you'd be saying that you're a murderer. But you didn't say yes, which means you're not a murderer. So what's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
And how did you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got
Everything's
sick.
7 to 8 months ago
Terrible
from Rome.
timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me. A fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked.
The sacrifice
In the
animals will
end,
cure the common cold.
They decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either.
But then you're fine now.
Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you say you were a day's ride away?
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
And the reason why I didn't just accept my death and restart is I didn't want to talk to everyone again. Because I don't know if, like, the conversations are persistent to where I don't have to go through all of this every time to find out stuff like this. Like, any idea who's threatening Virgil?
Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who, it was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch, and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people, Horatius, Domitius, or Rufius. I hope that helps.
Well, that does. So, do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
I mean, I don't belong here.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
It still doesn't explain, like, how I'm able to understand them all speaking Latin. And the only person that even mentioned Latinum from Star Trek, Latin was the bald guy in the beginning. Liz? What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
I mean, technically. Have you met people? But I like your optimism.
Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes.
Your teeth are white
I bet
too.
My friend Georgius would like to get a look at you. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the Golden Rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
I already talked to him.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Can't save here. Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
These statues come to life and fire golden bows, an arrow. You know what? That'd be weird for me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The statues come to life and fire golden bows and arrows at them.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out.
Oh.
In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
The many shall.
I'm sorry. So, I mean, these people are still alive in
Salve.
some sense, if you haven't noticed, when they're gold. They aren't just turned to gold, end of story. Are you interested? Hey, girl. Wait. Oh, it's nighttime. It's nighttime.
Hello?
Oh, they're here for the vote. Time is passing and I've wasted so much time. Well, I can't do anything. Yeah, these don't turn and look at me, though. Maybe the whole thing's gonna happen here.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus
Oh, I forgot, I have a flashlight.
Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
I'm not gonna clap. If anything, I'm gonna shoot him.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve.
This isn't gonna go well.
No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden.
That's not how this works, man. I've already
For my first
figured that
act
much
as
out.
magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. And now, for your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is, a children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. We've been planning this all
What is this?
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Butterflies.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I kind of figured as much. They just put up their hands up and give up. Well, what I'm going to do beforehand, because I'm only partially stupid. Oh wait, hold on. Is because I might need the money for something later.
The statues! They're alive!
Oh, really? You think? I don't remember what the other money is, but I mean, I think I might need this money for some reason. And so I don't want to, well...
Oh!
Hey girl, what's your sign? So that combat caused, well, the thing to come to an end. And he has no items on him still. And into the hole. Interesting. So I do have a limited amount of time to try and talk with everyone and do everything before things happen. But if I have to repeat talking to everyone every single time, that's going to be a bit nuts. And if he tries to make me get rid of my bow, that's also going to be annoying.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Yeah, it's like, I'm Scoots and I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia from entering the empty shrine, and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
That's it. Now go as fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
that's actually pretty damn cool that that works that well. Hey, you're here already?
A new face. Ave, and may Vest.
I've been asking people around how they wound up here, trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then?
Some people mention memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
Apparently that's it.
Keep asking people how they wound up here. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna
Come
go.
back.
Because I'm time-wise. I'm not exactly sure how I would go about you. Is that you?
You there! I'm sorry. Now I'm but. Tell me, do you have any idea?
Yes.
And here I now I come with you. And
okay, so it was because of the thing that ended. Okay.
look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
Sure.
Excellent. So, can we get our hands on one of those golden But first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
I thought everything was coming to an end, and I just realized the guy died. Not really.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
A golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
But you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step.
Again,
Now,
this is all
you must have
bending the
questions.
rules.
Ask away.
Why can't I just take it?
Because the gods would see you, of course. Hence my proposal.
And why can't you do it yourself?
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you.
Isn't that extremely dangerous?
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger?
Reminded me of a old thing off of, I think, like Cartoon Network. Prometheus and Bob. Prometheus was also punished for eternity, if I recall correctly.
Only because he was silly enough to get caught.
Alright, that's
So,
all the questions I
are
had.
you in, partner?
I'll do it, but don't ever call me partner.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf. This is a quality weapon. Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
Awesome. That looks much better than what I had. Fake golden bow.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Okay, quick save. Down the street on the left. Well, first of all, I need to also go over here and... Gentlemen, I shall take your wooden bow. I shall also take that. And your 1 dinars. on the left. Is that this one? Oh, free money. I mean, I might as well grab it because I feel like at some point it's going to have me utilize currency for something. Like, first of all, do I have 1,000 yet? I do. So I think I might be able to buy the anti-poison thing if I could find that guy's shop. Wait, is that... Hi. What? Huh. Is this the shrine? No, this is where I came from. Oh, I know where I ended up. Crud. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should pay attention and turn around and notice the waypoint marker. It's actually a helpful tool that I should probably, you know, not be stupid about.
How'd you do?
I didn't do it yet. Oh. Huh. Okay, I extinguished braziers. And what do you want me to do now? I'm locked in here. Uttering desperate prayer, fell on deaf ears. Ah, there we go.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Yeah?
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you. And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here and you in there.
I know what
until you give me my bow. No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Yeah, how can I trust you after you've double crossed me like this?
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork.
There's no way I'm gonna give you this bow. I'll find another way out.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Why would you? Like... I mean, the golden one, right? Aha. Ha 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 ha. See, the golden one. If I used it, I escaped. I thought I was gonna like use his own handiwork against him by coming back again. Sponge stick. Instead of toilet paper. Oh. Oh, great. Fantastic. Which one's the flash? Okay, two's the flashlight. Fletched arrows and Denaris. Delicious. The algae. Oh, I see what you want me to do. Oh. Oh. So this bow itself is... Wait, what? Is this the golden one? Wooden one? Golden one. Yaw. Yaw. Thank you. Oh, someone died there. Okay. Whoops. No. Okay, I was gonna say, better not get me stuck there. Let me quick save.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and, disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
That actually makes... Wait, can I not take this with me?
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together...
That would be something that I would want to have. Because, I mean, that just seems logical to have that as, like, proof. I'm also curious. Golden bow. I was wondering if, like, you know, maybe it would undo the damages. Yoink. Ooh. Many arrows. And then, so that means... Yoink! This is pretty freaking cool. This whole concept. And that explains why I saw the butterflies before. Question though, can I... Nope, can't push her off. Whoa, no, climb, up, there we go. And I'm gonna do a quick save. Wait. Behind closed doors, find a way into the palace. I see. But yeah, I kind of figured that. A peeled statue. Well, nice tits. That's kind of creepy. What are these? About low-grade copper? Some people may not get that joke. Sparta! That's satisfying to just kick something. Let alone being able to fight back is also satisfying. Yeah, they're trying to stop something. But now I'm trying to understand what these stripped statues are. So were these... Were these people in statues and they broke free?
You're not supposed to be here.
Well, Navia, why do you care? If I shoot an arrow up and catch it, can I turn myself to stone? Nothing. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so you want me to go down there, but I'm curious. This is so interesting. I mean, I'm like, yes, I understand this way. Oh. Okay, got them. Wow, that was more annoying than anything. So it's like these guys broke out of there and became, well, I guess evil. I've got to heal. Oh, good, more arrows. Do headshots make a difference? Because they want to be turned to gold, because they're like, finally. I swear, it's like these were statue people and they broke free, turning from like the living aspect. I just enjoy kicking them, but I think the whole point of the kicking them is just to prevent them from getting in your way. Whoop, didn't mean to overshoot that. Are you not letting me shoot them for a reason? Okay, out of my way. I'm assuming you wanted me to go up here without taking care of all of them. But now, since I did, I want to explore. Yeah. 10 arrows, 50 dinars. Don't care about the money. Just was... Oh! Where my arrows land. Turn to gold. I'm not gonna waste any... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Kid Icarus. I don't think that actually applies here. Four more arrows, 33. There was a lot of enemies. I'm actually surprised that this is a thing. I mean, Bree did mention combat. I figured this is what it was like. It hurts. You don't have control over yourself. I'm still gonna kick you in the face, though. Headshots do matter. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Just in case if there was any more in there. Oh, I see you. Well, that was not... Why would I distract them when I could just... I see. Done. So if I left that ungoldified, I could have gotten them all without wasting arrows. That's my own fault for not understanding, but now I understand. Distract them. Because I turned it to gold just in case if there was more in there. I didn't actually expect, well, this. Good, more hours. I keep thinking I'm gonna run out. Whoa, 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 hold on. Oh, wait, what? Well, hello! You're actually a statue, not a person. Looks like a custom-made rack has been used to hold down golden statues and peel the golden layer for them. Okay, I thought they were like breaking free. but people were stealing the gold off their skin for money?
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow?
I can barely hear her over the music.
Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them
Did she
what
peel
small
them?
mercies I could. I began to talk.
Oh, since we can't even hear anyway. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. The others became more concerned by my charity. I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way in the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning of those to Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, the Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just the one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I had ever known, your face frozen forever to look in the haunting Sandus. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from that golden prison, so that might one day you hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered the tools for a long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors of this place, and set to work. She's been ripping the gold off of them to free them. I would take this with me. Oh look, paint! Because that doesn't look like blood splatters at all. Any more arrows in here? How much? Wait, does it actually tell me how much gold I get? Oh yeah, 45. See, look. Golden arrows. I'm not the only one who's done this. She's been stripping these people to quote unquote. I kind of figured as much, given the aspect. Oh, I didn't have to hit both. I need to... Okay, there is way too many. I can't use all of my arrows. Oh wait, did it kill you? Or did you get stuck? I think I unintentionally murdered all of them there. Interesting. I literally knocked them all over. Arrows? Yeah. 41. Let me guess, this door doesn't open? It does not. But I should find out what else is here. My goodness, I am even furthermore invested than I expected on this. Can I not get... Yep. Small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily protection. Did I... You're another real statue, though. Yeah, you're a real statue. What? Oh. Oh, I went... I saved myself arrows. Yeah, because I was down there, there's the racks, and went all the way around. I see. Since I went the other way, they didn't spawn. Oh, really?
Kill.
They don't come out here. So, yeah, they didn't spawn because I didn't go the right way. So I'm going to treat it like I went the right way now. And I did save a couple arrows. Kind of. Yeah, okay. Oops. Oh, that's not the direction I go. So by going this way... It's good because I want to make sure I hit the event triggers. Because if I don't, then, I mean, the problem lies is that I could end up breaking sequence. Why are they angry? I gotta pay attention to those things, because I didn't. That's being treated like a flashlight. So she was really stripping them all this time. Is this what she's been doing? Is been like ripping off their skin, essentially, and then they become movable? I bet. Nope, well, that was where I already was. I figured something would show up. Because that just looked too... Oh, didn't even see the coin pouch. Man, and when I go back in time, these people are just all gonna come back. Anything? Anything else? Yeah, you're here. Hi. Help us! Help us!
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, for what little it's worth. So, is it accurate completely? I think it is. I've been trying to compensate for, like, bullet drop, but I don't think I have to. Can you... Yeah, I don't know why you attack me when you want me to thank you, but I mean... Is that Caesar? No, apparently not. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I could have used that as a distraction. This is just... This is like horrifying. I'm good. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. Okay, we already got all the ones that were down there. Yep, there's all the ones I Sparta kicked. I am Scuticus Maximus. Can you... There we go. So can you don't, please? They call me Scuticus. Any arrows? Oh, hello, guys. You're all hiding back here. Here, like here, a peeled statue. It appears to be dead. Evidently, its death didn't break the golden rule. And so, like, some of them are coming back to life, and some of them aren't. And, yeah, it's like... It's like there's not really a god that's controlling this. It's like your mindset. And someone created this that just makes everyone turn to gold. What the flying fuck? Because they still have blood. The one time I shoot that, there's nothing there. Jeez. I still don't know what the money's for yet. Any more notes? I feel like there should have been more notes. Must have missed one. This game is so well done. Like, intricate designs everywhere. Everything looks fantastic. Half-peeled statue. Well, I'm definitely going to do a manual save here. Yoink. Oh my god. You can talk? Yeah? I don't understand what you're saying. Great. You look batshit crazy. You must be Naive.
And
Naive.
you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And, worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away.
That doesn't
You're
make
going
sense.
to pay for that.
Yeah, if you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold.
And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
But this has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony.
Yeah, but
All
you're the
I
one who
wanted
did that.
was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers.
But I hear the whispers
as soon
too.
as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started
so
whispering
she is
to
batshit
you
crazy.
instead. What's so special about you?
It's not just the statue whispering to me. A lot of them do it, but it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone else whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're
I'm not doing anything. God,
You're
why is
trying
everyone
to
so
steal
stupid?
her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No. No, literally.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
It's like I ended up here by accident, and I could tell you how exactly, hence why I have this golden bow. I just want to leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in the tunnels under the city and came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
No. I never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At
No.
least that way she'd be golden again. And we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
It's like stupid. It's like, wait, I can undo all this if you tell me the treatment for rheumatism.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
I can cover in gold again.
What? How?
This golden bow is the weapon that encases people in gold. I'm waiting for you to do something completely stupid because you're still sitting there holding these stupid shears like you're actually going to bother me.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Alright, stand back, but you still are batshit crazy.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll
better,
stay
because
here
that
to
would be
keep her
creepy.
company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye, Navia.
Go, and never return.
Well,
at least we'll all be golden together.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I was curious. I was really curious because it was like taking forever for it to happen. I was like, I just hit load. Oh, I hit no, didn't I? For some reason, my brain went to left side equals yes.
What? Are you still here?
No, I'm leaving. And there's just a rope here. But there's also... That would just allow me to climb back here, wouldn't it? That gives me a quick way down. That's not what I was hoping for. Was that it? Well, I want to save my arrows. That was kind of dumb. I guess that'd be a way of getting back up there. Oh, because in other loops, I'm an idiot. Because of other loops.
What? Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh. So, buddy boy. Where are you at? Hi.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
I couldn't look away.
Hello there, partner. I'm glad you're here. I think there might have been some confusion about my little practical joke.
Oh, my mouse died. That's what happened.
My plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Partner, I swear, this is just a misunderstanding. Look, why don't you keep our bow as compensation?
Our bow. You mean my bow. Don't worry, I am keeping it.
Fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something?
I need some Cypilum resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Is that your price gouging over life-saving medicine? Oh, fine. Here's 1,000.
Oh, you have it. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else?
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I'd like you to vote for Sentius.
Not going to happen. Very well. Another time.
Wait, did I ask how you got here? Hold on.
Ah.
Yeah, what's your story?
You mean how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing through a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You took the cart.
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
Yeah, okay.
Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune.
Because he ended up downriver.
I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Hold on. A silver coin. Did I have a single coin on me? Commiserations.
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
You can't. And I don't care what he thinks about the golden rule. I really don't. But let's find out.
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Like you? Really? I hadn't noticed.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back though. Very well, another time. Cup up, man!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I hate that guy. So if you pull out the bow, it kind of comes off as a threat to them, which, I mean, is understandable.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the other side.
I don't care about the statues. I mean, I care about the statues because they're actual people. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so I don't have it. Wait, that was one thing I was going to check. Hold on. Inventory. Wait, who are you? Oh, you're Rufius. Have I talked to you?
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia and Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
So how did you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
I'm glad you could clarify that for me. Why are you still wearing legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
See, people arriving here with weapons, I really don't think they'd give them up that easily. I think they would have fought, it would have caused everything to die, and then it all would have started all over again.
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Are you suffering from rheumatism?
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
Well, I figured it out on my own.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something.
I don't know where the Apollo thing was.
Make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
No. We're not done, because I also need to ask you.
You again.
Are you the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it was you.
Yeah? Prove it.
Okay.
Whatever.
So it is him. I can't find you. I need to find out where the Temple of Apollo is. I don't know where that one is at all. Okay, so I want to save because I don't know if this will work.
What are you doing
I don't know
here?
if it's permanent, by the way.
Can't you see this woman is dying?
I have Cephalon resin here. Take a
What?
look.
Quick, Yulia.
Here, even though you're laying down.
Hopefully in a moment she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I see all. I'm a time traveler. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Look. If you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
A lobotomy. I figured out how to treat rheumatism.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's alive, but she just wants to be left alone, and the treatment is willow bark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time.
Oh, is this Apollo stuff?
That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Perfect. Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
People need to stop talking, though.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life.
Yep. And, hold on. Where's Rufus? No, where's Rufus? Rufus!
Don't you just love springtime?
Oh.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
How's it possible that you arrived here? Already know and blah blah blah. I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
How so?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only
they make a
just
game
as it
on that?
reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again for all eternity. Just like you.
I hope this game doesn't last
Actually,
for eternity.
now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Bellides had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were. Anyway,
I'm
I don't
pretty
know which
sure this
god
is
you
the
managed to
underworld.
upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Thanks. You're a good man, Galerius.
That's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Well, that's not who I was looking for. Yeah, what about the priestess? Right now I'm looking for No, not Galileo. Rupius. Rupius! Ah, there you are.
You again.
About your rheumatism.
What about it?
I figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark? And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all.
No, he has.
Thank you.
But I haven't.
I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Who are you going to vote for?
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without
I still have to
sin.
find his daughter.
How's he going to protect us?
Anything I can do to change that?
No.
You said you owed me one, remember?
Who do you want me to vote for?
Well, technically I don't want him to vote for Sentius. I want him to vote for Gallius. But I have to first figure that out.
Fine. I'll vote for Sentius. But no more favors. We're square.
Yeah.
See you around.
So now... What was I doing?
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana.
Let's talk to her. I think I may have found... Oh, wait. Hold it, wait. I need to go talk to our new friend. The one I savage. Nice haircut.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose.
Well, you're not
Was there
dead.
Something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the golden rule.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, But Malleolus and Claudia are far
Claudia?
cooler.
That's a new one. Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
You're not gonna remember this the next time I come through here, so it's fine.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I've got the time.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price.
Another 1,000 denarii.
1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much money?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Poison. What's hemlock? Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from
so
the
I don't
beginning.
even need to go visit her. It's like, surely that would have broken the golden rule. Obviously not. Because it's the way they word it. It is a way out.
Of course. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in,
like a
day
French maid
out.
or a cat
His
ears and a
wife
tail.
Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one
They
thing.
didn't forget.
My hemlock.
They didn't forget. It's people with power abusing loopholes. I mean, it's what real life is all about.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Sorry to hear that. You're not exactly innocent in all of this? Oh, shut up, me.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Well, so what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
I don't think so. I mean, I should have enough denarii, right? Denalis? Denarii? What is it? What's the money gold? Sorry, is there anything I can do?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it be to cost your freedom? How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
Oh, and you can't break
He's
a
in
pact.
exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'm just gonna say I'll see what I can do, because I also need...
But please don't take too long.
I also need her, story.
You
There we go.
mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while.
Until 7 months ago.
7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I've been saying that a lot in this run.
Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing. Given what's happened since.
It's 4 a.m. Excuse my yawning. 4:30. So, didn't mention a person, but still woke up from the river. And now I know that the Aurelius way out is a lie. And the golden rule is absolutely not a rule. It's more of a guideline. It can be bent, swayed, nurtured in other directions. As long as the wording's right, it's not sinning. See, I'm just helping people find their way out with a ball.
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Go away.
No, don't do that to me.
I know what kind of person you are.
No, that's not true. Oh well, that's fine.
A golden bow. Just
Yes, a
like
golden
Apollo
bow.
and Diana's.
Ave again. Did you find what... And did you know...
Some people mentioned a coin.
Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else?
No, that's it. Oh wait, unless...
Yes, I understand.
Wait. Yeah, oh, there we go. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest? Yes.
And did you happen to catch her name?
Karen.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
She was wearing a hoodie. How could you have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Knowledge. All right, I'll meet you in the baths.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Why, is that a sin? Save. And then now I'm going to run with her. Because I have to see what happens. Don't follow too closely. I'm glad the following too closely rule applied. Oh my goodness, jeez.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen.
Was it Sharon?
It was C-H-A-R-O-N.
Yeah, I figured.
As in Charon.
Charon. I've never actually heard a pronunciation.
Charon, who, in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
Yeah, I kind of grasped that. When it was a bunch of people going down and I mentioned the river Styx, I thought the name of that person was Sharon. But then again, that was just because I was pronouncing the CH. Then again, I don't say ship when I'm eating a bag of chips. Chips. I'm an idiot. But no, I got this. This makes sense so far. I'm hoping to find out something I didn't know from her, though.
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
Did I say any of it out loud about my thoughts about being dead and this being the underworld? Or did I just keep that in my mind the entire time? So, we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Can you tell me about Karen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil,
I mean, I know who
or
Karen
Ovid.
is. I mean...
But they always involved the souls of the dead, meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river.
Charon.
It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross.
Have you ever played Rogue
only
Legacy?
if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Yeah, of playing Rogue Legacy, every time that you died and your next of kin came by, you took like a boat with Karen, which I thought it was always Sharon. But, you know, I'm just horrible at pronunciations anyway. And then to go back in, you would have to just give up all of your money to go back in, other than upgrades. It was a roguelike. If you like roguelike games, that was a good one. Rogue Legacy. And Rogue Legacy 2. Why didn't you all recognize Charon immediately? Because it takes different shapes and forms. I mean, for me, it took, you know, that look. And then did mention a guy on another one. So, it's just perception.
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described. And he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood. And I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti. And Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
So why are there few people in this underworld? This specific underworld?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
So, what coin did you have? And if I'm from so far in the future, what coins did I have? And just a nickel, penny, dime, and what is this, an arcade token?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
Well, I guess that's all the questions I have.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Well, obviously we can't escape the way we came in. That was one hell of a Mario pipe. But why not?
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried.
That still doesn't make sense to me. It's like, as to why is escaping breaking the golden rule? That's not a sin. Escaping wouldn't be... And plus, why would you die in death instead of being perpetually required to live? I've noticed you seemed uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by his name. Why is that?
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
I will. Tell me more about confronting Pluto, the god of the underworld, head on.
Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from?
Yes.
Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
Oh. Hercules could manipulate time or turn organic matter into gold.
Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But
No.
first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem
I don't even
is,
know where that is.
the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Can you tell me more about the obelisk?
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too,
Looted from
although
Egypt?
how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
So where would I find this Roman plaque?
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course. They've been known to start fires, as well as deface religious monuments whose existence challenged their beliefs. If I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy. But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city. Perhaps, if you could find that, you might be able to recover the Roman plaque.
But just the Roman plaque. What about the Greek, the Egyptian, and the mystery one found at the bottom of the Lucky Charms box?
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
I still never found this. Wait. Huh. Okay.
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
I can't ask Aurelia about Kabosh?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one. But perhaps finding the other three will illuminate the way.
Why can't I talk to Aurelia? Tell me more about escaping with the help of Proserpina or a guide.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is,
Well,
those
how do I
are the
go the
stories
way
a
of
poet,
Aeneas?
a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
So she might be willing to work against him to help us. That's horrible.
It is. The gods are a mirror image of mankind, as far as cruelty is concerned, I'm afraid. If the stories are true, I imagine she's as desperate to escape as we are. If she really did help Orpheus and Sisyphus, perhaps she'll help us too. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
I hear female statues whispering to me every now and then. Does that amount to anything?
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia. Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It always says the same, it's always the same voice, and she's helpful, if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she is a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Nope.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything that might be a thread through this labyrinth.
Alright, I'm ready to get stewarded.
All right.
Let's get it started
I would
in here.
suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
Which one's Livia? I forgot who Livia is. Well, I guess, I want to go for the plaques. But then again, I also want to do the whispers. And I'm trying to figure out who was Livia? Was Livia the one that I saved from death? The black ones really interest me. Let's just start at the top.
In any case, time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Don't worry.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I was just curious. Why isn't there any of them in here to fight me? There you are. Okay. I know, I shouldn't have shot her, but I just like doing stuff like that. Because it irritates some viewers. I should fix that. That's a tripping hazard.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Wait against the current. Yeah, that's fantastic. Can Can I stop? Oh, I can.
Ave again. Did you find what? Certainly.
Nope.
May Fortuna guide.
Get back to your running. You need your exercise. I bathed with the priestess. I mean, what? How much money do I have? Okay, I still have over 1,000. That's all I wanted.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana's.
And no one's complaining about me having a weapon. I wanted to see that statue real quick. The one with the 4 sides. Because it's becoming dark enough anyway. Where is the one with... No, that's Livia. How do I get up there? Oh, wait. Hold on. So many places I haven't been.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Oh yes, it's majestic, but not as majestic as you, my dear. Oh, is this the... I'm locking myself in, don't try and follow me, nothing good will come of it. Yeah, because you're stripping people. Oh, arrows. Can I knock you over? Oh, nope. Another one? Oh, money that I didn't have to steal. And I'm guessing someone threw themselves off the edge somewhere around here. Yet not classified as a sin. Sisyphus. Sissy Pants, how you doing? Okay, hold on. So I don't, because I have like a limited amount of time. Okay, so that's locked. Oh, that's probably going to take me outside of the map. Then we've got... No. Let go, make you one beat. I'm looking at... So each one was different. So, hieroglyphs... What's this one? So, I mean, that looks like hieroglyphs, but then this also looks like... Well, that's Egyptian. So this is the unknown one? I mean, I can't even get a good look at this. Because that seems... That's obviously Egyptian, right? Why does that look like... I have no idea. That ruined my plan. I was hoping that would be something.
Oh!
Ow. Just take a nice little look around. I mean, great. I guess. I was kind of hoping... How did you end up over here? You want me to push you off? Nope, can't push it. Money. Money at how could they not have the ability of finding 1,000 dinars when it's pretty much just laying around everywhere? Oh, and this is just right back to the beginning, right?
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
Whoa.
Still no sign of Scintilla. And I haven't slept in
Wow.
like 3 weeks.
Isn't that a
Don't be
big
too hard on
long
yourself.
bow?
From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit.
I'm not.
What
I
if
hope
she's
I'm not
out
being
there
too
somewhere
forward,
suffering,
but
waiting to be found?
the moment I
Sounds
laid
like you're
eyes on
torturing
you,
yourself.
I was
Leave that for the gods.
intrigued.
Try to relax.
There's a
Get some
light
rest.
in your eyes I've
Tomorrow's
never
a new
seen
day.
before. A certain learning
suppose you're right.
and sophistication.
Oh, stop it, please go on. Don't waste your breath. I know you're a horrible person.
How dare you? Get away from me, you pig.
Yeah, I
All
Don't you
weapons
just love
are to be tossed
springtime?
into the chasm. Magistrate's orders. All weapons are to be...
Darkus!
Don't shoot! I'm no threat.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Night!
Sorry, I didn't really want to talk to that bitch.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry
Just
about
as
things
the
you can't
ocean
control.
accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
Sounds like you're torturing yourself.
I figured it out. I know where we are.
Say it. Speak its name.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
I just realized I have to be somewhere.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret.
It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Lead resolved. And I'm gonna save right there. I want him to like.
Fortune
Vote for
smile on you, brother.
Malleolus for a free drink at
What
my
is it, citizen?
tavern.
Are you the one threatening? No, it's not.
What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him,
He
and
doesn't
I'm
seem
not
like a bad
happy
guy.
about it. But I can assure you, it isn't me.
Fair enough.
All right?
Vote for Malleolus for a
Salve.
free drink at my tavern. You stay away from my money.
I'm not after your money. Apparently I could probably get a key. Brass mirrors were useful back in the day, and I think they were pretty well done at one point. I mean, yes. Because
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Because it's becoming nighttime and I need a new day anyway. He's working his way here. Ow. That's a weird thought. That is a weird thought. Hold on. Because I am going to be calling it. Because we reached like almost 4 hours. Made lots and lots of progress, or at least I think I did. A lot of times I don't know if I spoke out loud my thoughts about what I thought was going on or what I think is going on. But, yeah, I'm enjoying this. So, first of all...
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Sounds serious. I'm listening.
Lydia's dying, but Lucretia's help her without civilian. Go and take it to her quickly.
Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
We're just becoming agitated, and I need you to stop.
Alright, let me...
That is awesome.
I'll go.
I
But
actually
once
really
I'm done,
appreciate
I'll need
that.
you to tell-
That you can have him do all those things and take care of it, so you don't have to. Because that was one of the things I was concerned about, is having to run around and do them constantly. But no, what I wanted to test. Because
Fear
how
is
would this
proof
work?
of a degenerate mind.
This is a rather strange first impression, but I'm going to have to overlook it for reasons that will soon become clear. Now, you're probably wondering why I sound... We have? Is that a... Seems rather
I'd like you to release
You mean
Julie.
Duilius? Releasing him? Perhaps you're not...
I'm just gonna say fair enough, because I don't want to start anything right now.
Thank you. I'll...
So if I turn him...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Because now he can. Create a time paradox! Oh. Good day. Whoa, wait, what?
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Hey, Al. I came to find you. Hi.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Scoots Magoo.
Really? That's strange.
A little
I was
bit.
just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light.
Actually, that was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into a tablet. Here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've
Goes
spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past and your fate, caused a time paradox, and we didn't even have to go 88 miles an hour.
I'm not following.
I killed the man who opened a time portal, drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
You got it.
I guess. So what you're really saying is, you brought me back from the dead to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so it seems like we're both gonna die here.
Back with Brent now.
How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius multis dolabant. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ending 1 of 4. How many might have survived if you hadn't killed Sentius in cold blood? Interesting. I was just curious. I didn't actually... You know what? Multi-ending was actually not something that occurred to me. I thought that it was all going to eventually just lead around to the ending. I didn't actually... Well, that's it. We're going to finish the gameplay there. That's all everything we found. Ending number 1. It must be number 1 ending. The best ending. No ending could be better. And we're done. Nope. Sorry. We're going to skip the credits because we'll play the credits when the game is over. That was interesting. Hold on. Where did it put me anyway? Okay, good. It put me here. Just making sure that I was starting off the beginning thing. So, if you folks are enjoying this, please remember to do things that make me happy camper. Make me make more videos for you. And definitely comment below on your thoughts. Because I really want to know them. Except for Briar. Briar's going to tell me, you know, thoughts no matter what. But all the other people, feel free to leave me your thoughts. I mean, what? Totals. Bing bong.